As a matter of fact, we have a good one. Very important Thursday night NFC East showdown. Cowboys coming off. I mean, it wasn't a blowout by the score, but I mean, the game was out of reach for pretty much the entire game.
It
Ravens
was,
ran it
oh
down
yeah,
their
it was
throats.
relatively sloppy, yeah, for the majority of the game.
And then the Giants, of course, six and a half dogs upset the Browns out. Shit, upset the Browns outright. We started off sloppy. We muffed the kick return. Eric Gray shouldn't be getting any more burn as a returner. I don't know why. I understand that Gunner, our primary kick returner, is gone, but we have other players that's able to do that. So started off sloppy, but we got it working. We got it cooking with neighbors, and the pass rush got to Deshaun Watson, holds the ball for way too long, and I think we took advantage of that because in the first 2 weeks we weren't blitzing as much as we were in that game, and that's when we saw the most success is when they were dropping back and we were sending 5 or 6. So yeah, man, how you feeling about this one? You looking at this as like a must win or what?
Uh, it's not necessarily a must win. I just want to see some improvement. It's a team that we beat usually, so like I think that yeah, like we should win the football game. But right now it's just I just want to see a better outing from my defense, and I think the rest of it will handle itself. To be honest,
Is this the only guy you got injured,
who
Phillips, that you got from us?
uh, well, he's the only one that is probably out because he's on IR. But we have a few people on the injury report. We got our rookie, Kalen Carson. He has a shoulder and maybe even an ankle. And then also, I think we have somebody else that might be on the injury report, but I don't know. So I'm not sure. I was looking for Kalen Carson being a short week, but yeah, for the most part, we're healthy. Jake Ferguson is
Okay.
going to play. He had a sprained MCL at the beginning of the year, but he was running on it pretty fine. So we'll see.
Yeah, and then for us, unfortunately, our guy Drew Phillips, who that's what we really wanted on CD. He's not playing. Adoree Jackson's not playing, so we can't have him out the slot. So that's a big blow. If we do lose this game, I think it's because CD Lamb eats us up. Obviously, didn't have like his typical game um, this past weekend, but yeah, that's the main thing I'm worried about. But all I know is that Brian Daboll, he's going to find a way to run the ball. Devin Singletary, he's been making a lot of people miss, and I know you guys are pretty up there in terms of missed tackles. So the
Yeah,
tackling's not looking right over there. Then I don't know what to tell you. It might get
right.
kind of
I mean,
spooky. And
this is going to be one of those games where Dak got to know, like, hey, yo, it's 40. We need 40. Simple as that. Like it's not it ain't gonna be none of that. It's not gonna be any of that. We let Mike McCarthy control the game today. We not doing it. Can't be none of that because he can't trust his defense. His defense doesn't. He's not allowed to trust his defense. He needs to score. He needs to put 7 on the board so that you guys are playing behind almost immediately. Those are the
here,
rules, and it got to be him because it can't be. It's not going to be nothing in the running game.
here's a stat for you. The Cowboys missed 32 tackles this season. That's third
Mm-hmm.
most in the NFL. Devin Singletary has 19 forced missed tackles. That's third most in the NFL this season. So
Right.
he's been doing good. He should have had an extra touchdown. He made a football decision
Mm-hmm.
to land on the 1 yard line. He busted off a 43 yarder there at the end. He was efficient through the air as well, 40 yards through the air, so over 100 all purpose. And then, we have some juice with Tyrone Tracy. Once again, was a receiver, turned into a running back his last year in college. So even though he's older,
Yeah.
he's 25, he doesn't have, the wear and tear of your typical college running back who would be 25. Obviously, the age that we always look at is like 27, but we see like Aaron Jones and Derrick Henry, and, you know, sports science is up. So, um, yeah,
And it's
I
also
mean,
it's
that,
also just week 3. So, we got to see what they're looking like by Thanksgiving. We got to see this still running like that in Thanksgiving.
yeah, that's true, but everyone seems to be running on y'all, so I don't see why we can't. I mean, our our run protection isn't the best, but the pass pro much improved. I mean, the O line in itself is much improved, and is as good as Saquon's doing on the Eagles, as good as McKinney's doing on the Packers. I mean, this is why we couldn't pay him. We invested into the O line. Evan Neal is still out, but we have a Luminor doing a good job on that side. Andrew Thomas, he's looking for a bounce back game. Yeah, he didn't let up any sacks, but Danny got hit a bunch. He let up 7 pressures. We're not going to have that happen again, and hopefully we just instill the game plan that's been shown to us for some time now, which is put Micah Parsons in a situation where he's not rushing the passer. And yeah, get used to seeing some more of those zone reads like Dayball used to do with Josh Allen in the early days over there in Buffalo, because we're
Right.
incorporating a lot of that as he took over the play calling this year.
Right. And again, I mean, they know what to do. They know how to stop it. If they stay disciplined, they'll stop it, force you guys to throw, and we'll have a good day. If you guys are able to run the ball with Devin Singletary, like you're saying, and you're gonna do power right, power left, and RPOs with Vanilla Vic, and they don't want to be disciplined, we'll see. It'll be an interesting game. I mean, luckily enough for us, we got we had to got the exam against Lamar Jackson before playing DJ Jones. So hopefully by now they understand their reads and their responsibilities. But I mean, we just got to go out there and see, man. It's not really, it's not really anything I can feel or anything like that in my head. It's just like, yo, this is a team that we can beat. We got more talent in this team as a whole. You just got to go out there and execute, win the football game, get the hell out of New York.
Hey, what do you think about this over under 45 and a half? Are you surprised by that? You think it's a little
Uh,
higher than you expected?
No, I'm not surprised because I mean, there's times where like we score 40, 44 points ourselves. Like we scored 35, 35, 38, 40 points ourselves. You know what I mean? When we're playing New York. And if y'all can get 14, 10, like it goes over. So I think that's actually like a pretty fair number if it's a shootout. If you guys are going back and forth, Devin Singletary got 2 touchdowns. DJ Jones got a touchdown too. That's got y'all at 21 points. You know what I mean? It's going to be a back and forth affair. But
Now the
yeah, I
elephant
would
in the
actually
room is what do you think you guys are going to do to stop neighbors?
uh probably just guard them. Like, yeah. I mean, we would love for teams to throw at this point. Like, you know what I mean? Like if was he getting like 10 targets, 19, 20 targets a game?
He's getting a crazy amount of targets, like
If he's if
15,
he
16
if
probably.
he's getting that many targets, we're in good shape. That's what I want. I want him to have a 20 target game. Like when Kadarius Toney played the Dallas Cowboys. Remember, I mean, he had the
Hey,
gambler's lifetime. Had like 10
don't
receptions,
even do,
119
don't
yards.
even. Hey, bro, that's like Voldemort to me. I don't
But I'm
like,
just saying,
I,
like
I don't like, I don't
that's
like K receivers whose name starts with K. I don't want to really hear them. We're in the Malik Neighbors era, and I just everything about this kid's demeanor is just,
right.
obviously him and Trevon Diggs had that back and forth during the summer. He was asked about it. he said, "I really don't want to talk about that. It's game time." Love
Right.
the answer. They try to ask him a follow-up question. He's like, yeah, but it is what it is. Like, I really don't want to talk about it, like, respectfully. He was dead
Right.
ass. Like, he's not playing around.
I mean, he got the game on a Thursday. This is an early week. You can't be
Yeah, but
dealing
that's
with that.
that's 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 the Rook talking like a 10-year vet. Also saw a mic'd up moment where it was a touchdown pass to Neighbors. Miles Garrett got by, and he actually hit Daniel Jones. Shows how tough Daniel Jones is in that clip too, because he got that pass off, fearless in the pocket, touchdown to Neighbors, and he said to Neighbors, what did he say? Yo Malik, you a dog, or he said something like that. He was like, you're a dog, yeah, keep it up. And he was like, he was like, thanks, sir, you too, or some shit like that. But he said, sir, all respectful and shit. And it's just funny because coming out, people were worried that he was like, one of those diva wide receivers. He might be an
People
issue
like,
in that
who?
regard. I mean, that's just that was just, how the off season is. People, they need something to talk about. And with
Fans
Neighbors,
or like stories, articles, like
I mean, that was just like the rumblings at that time. And I mean, if you look at how Roman Dunze conducts himself, he conducts himself like he's going in to for a job interview to be the CEO of a company. And then Marvin Harrison's obviously reserved and laid back. And then even though Brian Thomas is good within his own right, he wasn't in that top three conversation like seriously like that. So Neighbors was kind of looked at as like, you know, but
yeah.
I
I mean, I
mean
know.
he's
I
not.
mean, I guess, yeah,
I mean that was supposed to be the not.
yeah,
Those character
yeah.
concerns that
Because
always pop up.
like the only thing I heard about Neighbors was that he was number one on some people's boards. That he was number one over Marvin Harrison on some people's boards. So that was from Dane
Definitely
Brugler.
heard that too.
Yeah. So you know what I mean.
Oh,
I
did
just
Brugler
yeah.
have him
Dan
above
Brug
Marvin?
that was where I heard that from. Like that's where like he was like, yeah, some teams have Malik Neighbors number one on their board and not Marvin Harrison.
And we were getting shit for it during Hard Knocks when they said that if we were at the fourth pick, we would have still picked Neighbors. But is it that crazy now? Marvin Harrison's doing great over there with Kyler,
I
but
don't think it was that crazy then though. I don't think it would have been that crazy then. That's what I'm saying. Like Dane, like you know what I mean? Like a real scout was like, yo, don't be like some people got this cat higher. Like I think that they were I think
I mean,
that's
I
him
don't think it
alluding
was
to that.
crazy. I just think right now, like we're somewhat of a punching bag to the league because people like making fun of Daniel
Well,
Jones.
yeah, I
People
mean
people like thinking, "Oh, you guys are idiots. You guys pay Daniel Jones all this money, but it's like the 15th or 16th highest quarterback contract." And then you have Sunshine because he's over there in Jacksonville and he has a bro's running off his college and high school accolades and
right.
is putting up stinkers. And he's like, what, 0-8, 0-9 in his last 8 or 9
But before
starts?
that, before that, but before that, he was 8-3.
That's cool, but I
You
want I
know
want
what I mean?
I
The
want
game, the
consistency
game,
if I'm paying you
right?
240 mil.
Don't,
Where's
don't,
the
don't, don't,
consistency for
don't
that
we
money?
all? Right? And I'm sure you would like some consistency too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure you
Hey,
could
well,
agree
see,
that
but
that
we
your
have
your
we have an
quarterback.
out on DJ's deal. They just paid their guy, so I'd rather be in my position right now, to be honest.
I'm,
But
I mean, I'm sure you will. You know, but hey, luckily enough, DJ's gonna win y'all enough games for y'all to be in that same position y'all were in last year. Right out there, right outside the eighth spot, ninth spot. Trade up for a quarterback. Hopefully, one falls. He's good enough for that. He's good enough to do that for y'all.
so why are you making it sound like we're gonna be have another top 10 pick?
I
I
mean,
know
what
you're
do
not
you? What
really
do you?
watching our games like that, but look, week 1, Vikings. Clearly, the Vikings are a problem for Edge. Brock Purdy got nothing for him. Your scheme is crazy. To Flores, C.J. Stroud. They couldn't get nothing going. So that loss doesn't look too crazy. Then we should have beat Washington. They just, they're 2-1. They got a better record than y'all. This division's up for grabs. With that run
Right.
defense, hey, how do you know
But
you're not around that 12 spot come draft time?
hey, if I'm around that 12 spot, I'm around the 12 spot. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I said, if the discipline doesn't get solved, that's what we're going to be. I'm not denying that or saying that we're going to be anything more or less.
Is that why you're hiding the star?
Oh, I don't need to hide anything, bro. I mean, we're playing the Giants, man. We deserve to be in the 12th spot if we can't beat the Giants, yo. We deserve a lot of bad things if we can't take care of business against you guys, respectfully. From where I see it, from where we were,
let me
the
ask you
expectations
this.
that we had going into the season.
Let
If
me
we can't
ask you
take care
this:
of business against the Giants,
how's that O line holding up right now? Because our D line is looking extremely underrated. Extremely underrated. Next to Dexter, we got my boy Elijah Chapman, undrafted free agent. He chased down I forget. I don't think it was the Texans preseason game, but in one of the preseason games, he chased down the running back, got his ass. Kind of reminds me of that DK Metcalf tackle where he was like those long strides and huh?
On Buda Baker.
Yeah. On Buda Baker. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that.
Like,
but he got his first sack yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, but this past weekend. We have Tibbs, Azeez Ojulari's looking nice. We have
so Brian
Burns doing this thing. No? Say it again.
Because you asked me about our O line and then you just talked about your D line.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah. But honestly, to be honest, I watch a lot of football teams, and a lot of football teams have horrible offensive lines. Like they have bad offensive lines. So I would go as far as to say that ours is more than above average, especially with who we have at quarterback. He knows he has to get the ball out. He knows where it's coming. He knows where everybody's at. He knows where the blitz is coming from. You know what I mean? He knows who the guy is getting left free. So at the end of the day, your line is scary. I think I even said earlier that you guys might even have a better offensive line than we do. But at the end of the day, that shouldn't be the issue, because even though you guys do excel at offensive line, you could agree that you guys have some deficiencies on the back end, right?
Yeah, that's the big issue right now, especially with how the injury report's shaking out. Darius Slayton, he's questionable, but Jalen Hyatt should fill that role pretty well, as I think y'all gonna need some help guarding Neighbors. Yeah, he's going deep, but that might work out if you guys have to bracket Neighbors. Tyler Guyton, how's he been playing for y'all? That's your first
he's been playing as a first round rookie left tackle. He's been playing as good as you can ask for. I mean, yeah, there's been a time or two where Dak Prescott's probably got up like, hey, yo, don't get me killed out here. But I mean, he's a rookie left tackle in the fourth game of his NFL career. He's gone up against Myles Garrett already. He had to deal with also that plays for Baltimore and Kyle Van Noy. So he's baptism by fire. He's going against another stud edge rusher, but guess what he was doing all camp? Going up against a stud edge rusher. You know what I mean? So it's just Sunday for him. It's just Sunday, and it's not to say that he's not going to get beat. It's not going to say that he's not going to look like a rookie at some point in time. But that's one rep. You know what I mean? And just don't lose the ball. Just don't get the QB killed. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do what we do on the next down. Simple as that. You know what I mean?
They got Micah McFadden. Hey, shout out to Joe Shane. I think Micah McFadden was a 5th round pick from Shane. Bobby O, one of the best free agency pickups that we've had in some time. We got him at I know during that cycle, Edmonds, who's I think he's on the Bears now, he got paid, and we got him for a good deal. I feel like for the production he's given us. And here's
So,
is the man, and they don't even got his picture. SMU.
all right.
I'm
And then
telling you. So
what's that
good
Cordell
luck
Flott?
running it with huh?
Oh, what you think we trying to run? See, oh yeah, we ain't trying to. We ain't got no running game, bro. I already told y'all we winning this thing. We winning this thing. We winning this thing on the back of four. We winning this thing on the back of four. We winning this thing because it's Cordell Flott against CD Lane. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
might be a little
like
bit of Isaiah Simmons. I
okay, even better,
don't
even better.
don't okay that like I'm stamping it as like some good thing, or
But that's what I'm saying. Like you see, I mean, you see your slot. You down two guys,
you're just so
and
lucky Drew isn't playing, bruh.
maybe we are, but you know what I'm saying. Usually CD Lamb finds a way to do his thing against these DBs that are in the NFC East. So maybe he's seen somebody like Drew before, maybe he hasn't, and he needs to see him. But we won't know until next game, I guess.
Our center, JMS, really taking a step up. Like I said, our boy CB, can't let him leave the building. Van Rotten hasn't been looking too great, but overall, it's the coaching. So, y'all gonna have to bracket neighbors. My boy Wandell, he's
Are
gonna
we?
get busy in the slot. Are you not? What?
Are we? Are we gonna have to bracket him?
Hey, proceed at your own risk, bro.
Yeah, we got it. I mean, I'm excited to see him. I'm definitely excited to see him. But you know what I mean? Hey, it's gonna be it's an early week for him too, and I don't even think we can bracket him because y'all move him all over the field. He might start on the left, he ends up on the right. He starts on the outside, X, he ends up in the slot. You know what I mean? You guys do a lot of creative stuff with that neighbor's kid.
It just feels good to have one, man. We were in wide receiver hell from ever since we traded Odell, uh, which we got Dexter Lawrence out of it. Shout out to Odell. He got his ring in LA. But since then, it's been Kenny Galladay. Uh, Darius Slayton has been our best receiver for like the past 6 years. Kadarius Tony. We wanted Devontae Smith. Y'all traded with Philly. That's how y'all ended up getting Micah. They got Devontae Smith. So we traded back and got Tony, which we ended up trading for Darren Waller. He decided he wanted to be a rapper and went through that divorce with Kelsey Plum or whatever her name is. And then, we were, hey, and when we made that slight little playoff push and beat that 13-win Vikings team, our best receiver was Isaiah Hodgins. He's
Man,
not
I
on the
feel you,
roster.
bro. But why are you giving us a history lesson? We
Because
previewing the game, bro. You ain't talking about the game right now.
because this is a moment. This is just a moment of happiness that I have to give out to the universe that we really have our guy right here. Finally, we
Mhm.
deserve it. We deserve
Right.
it. Mr. Built Different. I'm interested to see how that works out, but I hope he doesn't have to do too much and it all falls on Devin Singletary and Danny using his legs. We definitely need to pull this one out because we want y'all in disarray. I need this to get into y'all's head and mess y'all up a little bit. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
like, how many years has it been since the Giants have beat the Cowboys? I think you guys got us in 2020. I think you guys beat us in 2020 when Dak didn't play. When
What did
Dak,
I say the other day? This is the best O line I've seen in about 10 years. So
right.
things
So
change.
it's so
New
that's what I'm
sheriff's in
saying. So it's
town
like
type
it's
thing.
like I mean again I gotta wait until that shoe drops or that shoe drops. But it's just it's just one of those things, man, where we just got to win the game and execute. I think that we match up well, and we'll score enough points to be able to pull this one out. You know, like this is one of those games where we are going to have to. We're just going to have to continue to score. It is what it is. So,
Hey, and beyond that, after this, you guys kind of have a gauntlet. You have the Steelers undefeated, then you have the Lions, then you
we
have the
beat the Lions.
Niners. What'd you say?
Say we already beat the Lions.
Not
We
this
beat them
season.
last year.
Not
Yeah,
this
but we
season.
be. It's a gauntlet. It's going to be a gauntlet for them.
I mean, hey, bro, look, we got Devin Singletary. They have Montgomery and Gibbs, so have fun with
Right.
that. That's
Yeah.
not a great matchup. Niners, Falcons, Eagles, Texans. I mean, you don't have a layup, and then who knows what Jaden Daniels looking like around this time. Gets a little
But
bit
bro,
softer.
this is football, son. This is football. Like even like again, if you see, we don't have a layup, but we playing Pittsburgh, who can't score touchdowns. They don't score touchdowns. So
And they don't
yeah, they
allow
can run
teams to
it,
score touchdowns.
right, but they haven't played a quarterback as good as that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you gotta be able to beat. You have to be able to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what as an organization, what are we talking about if we can't beat the Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers? And
I
I'm not even
mean,
trying to throw
I mean
shade, but it's just
the
like
Steelers
we
when Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season. It's any given.
right,
They're the
but
definition of
yeah,
any given Sunday.
right. But that game that team is a team that if you has your heights set on these expectations of being a playoff team and you win 12 games a year and we're trying to see if we can get to the NFC championship. If those are the expectations you got, bro, I mean, you can't be concerning yourself
You
with the
you
schedule.
you
You know
you
what I
said
mean?
you said they haven't played a quarterback as good as Dak. They had about 2-3 quarters of Justin Herbert last week.
And Dak has outplayed Justin Herbert every time he's played him. He did it last year. Look it up. PFF. You got it up there, right there. You got it right now.
That's out. You could say outplaying them, but neither of those guys play defense. And I mean,
Right.
who do you
No,
think's the
right.
better
Exactly. But
quarterback?
I mean, I'm just saying, but if it's Justin three quarters of Justin Herbert, 4 quarters of Dak Prescott, please. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, bro, you got to make a play. You got to make a play. We're not supposed to expect people to just walk out and fumble the ball away, turn the ball over to us. Like you got to go get that, and that's why this is an important step. It's like, yo, it's on film. It's on film that this has nothing to do with the coaches. That y'all aren't stopping the run. That y'all aren't disciplined. That y'all aren't doing y'all's run fits correctly.
Yeah, and
So
y'all didn't get the enough personnel to be able to stop the run. Y'all didn't make any
I
moves
mean, well, I got it
on
on film, bro.
in
They're
terms
they're
of
they're
the
there.
run defense and the running backs. I
But
mean,
that's
hey,
that.
little
Yeah, if
Cinderella
personnel
story
to
with
stop the
Zeke.
run, like
It's
they
cute.
who is that a Cinderella story to, bro? Like I know I haven't talked
Oh,
about that shit as a Cinderella story. So where is
uh,
that article at? Where is that
I don't know. It
article at?
sounds like something Jerry Jones would say in one of his
Right,
daily
but we
podcasts.
talking. We're not talking. We're not listening to
I
Jerry
know.
Jones,
I'm hip.
bro. You
I'm
know what I'm
hip.
saying?
I'm
You
hip.
talking to somebody who actually studies this shit on a daily basis, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we getting all the fluff and all that out of here. You know, we always called it what it is with Ezekiel Elliott. I always called it what it is with Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, I would like to have better players at defensive tackle, but what I see on film is it isn't the defensive tackle's fault. It's the linebacker's fault. It's people just not being. They're not playing high school football. This is high school football concept. Stopping the run. Come on, you got to stop the run in order to play the pass. You got to stop the run in order to play the pass. This game is simple. You go out there, you stop the run, you compete with any team in the NFL almost. But if you're going out there and you letting them bully you, and Justin Fields only has to pass the ball 10 times, maybe you might lose that game. You might still win because you can score more touchdowns than they can. But you know what I'm saying? They'll
I
be
mean,
they'll be
who
using the clock
knows?
against
Who
themselves.
knows with
They'll be
Highsmith and TJ Watt over there. But right now, you need to be focused on Brian Burns, Dexter in the middle, Tibbs and
I
Aziz.
mean, yeah, they gotta do something. They gotta make me focused on them. I'm not gonna play them out. I think that they're good, but I gotta see it, and I'm excited to see it. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see if you guys are actually a competitive football team now.
Big
You know
blue
what I mean? You
wrecking
guys
crew
got
here.
right, right. You
It's
know what I mean?
back. It's back for sure.
You wrecked the Deshaun Watson who holds the ball. I can guarantee you that Dak Prescott is not gonna hold the ball as long as Deshaun Watson. I can promise you that much. So
Sure,
like
I can
we
promise you that.
like how you're right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you again if you've been in this situation before where you've talked about your team, everything your team got, how your team do it, and then y'all went out there and it was curtains before, you know what I mean, 2 minutes and 4 seconds in the second quarter. So like let's just see if everything you telling
Hey,
me
and
is true.
NFL, you know, things change year by year, and we
Things do
made the
change.
right
No,
moves to
things
yeah.
things do change. And at that time, you thought that they had changed. And I said, bro, there's
Hey, and
levels to this.
that time, y'all defense was on a different level,
No,
and
we still
right
couldn't
now,
stop the run there neither. We still couldn't stop the run there
not
then
on
either.
not
That
on
was just
this
last
not
year.
on not on this level, not on this level.
All right. So you think what we not like you? So you don't think that they're gonna be able to stop the run tomorrow? Or you think it's gonna be on some? You think you about to do some
Bro,
Derrick Henry
I just
type shit?
gave you the Devin Singletary stat. He's a efficient runner. He's going to make y'all miss. If y'all can't tackle, you're going to get punished by that. You're going to get punished by
Right.
that. You're going to
I
get punished by Danny scrambling when
Yeah,
he
I don't
wants
think
to.
I don't think we getting punished by Danny. I'm sorry. I mean, if he outplay, hey, I'll give it to him if he outplays him. But to think that he's about to outplay at quarterback, I don't know if he can do
Hey,
that. I don't know if he's
I'm
outplaying
not
Dak
saying he's going
Prescott
to
at quarterback.
outplay him at quarterback, but I'm saying when
Oh,
he
you're gonna
gets
use
the
his
wheels
legs?
going,
You're
yeah,
gonna
when he
use, you're gonna
gets
use
the
his legs to
yeah, he's going to
all
use
right.
his
Hey, I mean,
legs and
listen,
then
the Cowboys got to stop that. The Cowboys need to establish that first play of the game. They need to put their chest straight into Daniel Jones's chest, their helmet in straight into Daniel Jones's chest, and power drive him into the ground. They need to let him know, like, yeah, you allowed to run
the
today,
last time he
but
got
like,
pile drive to the ground, it was Miles Garrett. And it was a touchdown to Neighbors. So my boy's
right.
resilient. Should be.
So right, and
It's
he
gonna be
sounds like
good.
a very very good quarterback. Where you speak this highly of him, bro. He sounds like he is one of them ones, and I'm excited to see it, bro. I'm excited to see your personnel. I'm excited to see the players that you got on your team.
Hey,
I'm
I
excited.
mean, at the end of the day, Eli Manning always at least had one elite option in wide receiver. This is the first time he's had one, so we'll see the difference that it makes. And like I
Mm,
said, that week one last year, we're back for blood. You know what I mean? Yeah,
mm.
I heard Jason Pinnock. I'm not even going to quote him because I'm not going to quote him. He
Adoree
on some
Jackson
big.
had a quote one time too.
He wasn't Pinnock wasn't talking shit. It was more like acknowledging like, yeah, we haven't beat them. We gotta, get
You
over
got to
that
get
hoop.
past that. You got to get past that. You know what I mean? As a unit, and like I'm saying, the Cowboys, we both coming in here with something to prove. We both coming in here 1-2, desperate as hell. So let's see who plays like it. Let's see. You know what I mean? Like let's see what happens.
Both wins against the Browns. Let's see. I mean,
Right,
that's what we got to peep, right?
right. You know what I mean? So I'm comfortable with the situation we in. I'm comfortable with the offense ready to get back on track. And I like I said, everything I seen when it comes to the run fits, it can be fixed because it's not like it's anything exquisite. It's not like it's something that other NFL football teams haven't stopped before. So just keep to your assignment, be attention to detail, tackle, wrap up, go win the game. Simple as that, man. We don't got to do anything crazy. I'm over here saying, yo, if these cats wrap up, we win the game.
Like tackle.
Yeah. Stay in your assignments, get it to 3rd and 7, and let's play some football. You know what I mean? Don't like as long as y'all ain't ahead of the sticks, That's where like you know that's true. You know that's true. You don't want it to be no 3rd and 7. You need it to be 3rd and 2 where y'all can get that. You know what I'm saying? Like you
It
know the
just
game
it
script
just
you
it
want.
just feel it just feels good that for once we're matching up well against y'all with what we got
How do
going
you
on.
know if you matching up against us, bro?
Yo,
You
because
cannot say we
y'all
are
you
matching
gotta
up,
show because you gotta show me you could stop the run and
bro. But y'all's run is
Devin
not that
Single.
exquisite to
Yeah, yeah,
where like it's
yeah,
like
but
oh we're
Devin
scared of
Single,
we're
yo,
scared
just make sure
of
you're
matching
able to
up,
tackle because he's making a
bro.
lot of players
Like
miss. He's
matching
making
up
he's
against
making
y'all is ridiculous, bro.
hey,
Like we like
so the mighty has
this is how
fallen.
you listen. Right. It has, bro. But you know what I'm saying? I get it. I get it. Some people they approach everything different. They can only see the good in a team, and they don't. Their team is
Oh no,
flawless.
no, no.
Their team is
The
flawless.
secondary is gonna be an issue. I
And
told you if we lose, it's gonna be CD Lamb ate us up. But I don't see another way we losing besides making mistakes.
Jake Ferguson will eat you up. Jalen Tolbert will eat you up, bro. Like the wide receivers, I'm telling you, I just told you earlier, Dak Prescott, when he was doing his thing in the 4th quarter, that was all with CD Lamb complaining like a little bitch. And he already said, bro, you were good. We can do this without you. Respectfully, we can do this without you, bro. You checked out the game. I know you checked out the game. Hey, Tolbert, come on. Hey, hurry up. Boom, 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 boom. Down the seam, Jake Ferguson. Like, and you know, y'all never been able to guard tight ends like that. So you know what I'm saying? Like
We
you can down
haven't had linebackers like this in some time. I mean, I
right.
just
And
showed you
I
the PFF
and
grade for Micah and Bobby O is him.
right. And we're going to see. We're going to see if all that is true. We are going to see if all that is true because again, don't get it twisted, bro. Dak Prescott doesn't, as much as I want him to spam CD Lamb. I told you earlier, bro. He went through the entire training camp, the entire offseason, throwing to these cats. And when they went back out there and they did whatever they was trying to do in the 4th quarter, those are the guys he was throwing to. It wasn't like CD Lamb was getting a bunch of targets coming down with a bunch of balls. He had already checked out the game. You know what I
Well,
mean? And that was what Dak was trying to say to
well,
him.
if that's how we lose, if we lose because of Tolbert and Cooks and Ferguson, then we did what we needed to
You got
do
it.
in terms of the defensive game plan. So, hey, we got 24
Right.
hours until that game. So, let's enough shit talking. Like Malik Neighbors says, game time. Not much more to
Right.
say.
Not much more to say. Let's just see how it goes, man. You know what I mean?
Should make Thanksgiving interesting.
Nah, I ain't think of see, look, you over here trying to think about Thanksgiving. We got a game tomorrow. You over here thinking you making vacation plans, bro. We have a football game
Because we have
tomorrow.
vacation plans.
I
We
don't
have
know.
vacation.
I have the Cowboys play tomorrow. That's
I
what you
know.
know what I mean.
I know.
But we'll see, bro. We'll see. I mean, this is a spot where Thursday night football, y'all playing at home. Let's see what happens. Crazier things have happened, but we'll wait and see.
Hey, say less. Say less. Game time. Well, that's it for us. Austin has to go peep some film and see what they could do to stop Mr. Singletary, the best number
Right.
26 running back that the Giants ever had. But got anything else, Austin?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Matter of fact, Giants money line. If that don't hit for y'all, I didn't give it to y'all. All right, we out.